What is up, old school RuneScape fans? Your boy John McGear. It's back with another episode of How Much Money Did We Make This Week for the Road to Max Plat. So today, I think the new update for the Grand Exchange broke flipping utility, so it was extremely annoying to renew offers. But let's just give you what you want, what you came here for. Let's just take a look for the past day. We got 244 mil past week. 293, but there's a little bit of crossover because I did accounts on Sunday and today's Saturday again, so there's a little bleed over there. So we're gonna go off of one day for the whole month too. Let's just take a look at what I've done for the month. 1.08 bill. So just look over the purchases I made for the past week. It says 244 mil here, but we're gonna look. Okay, so I purchased 201 million. My voice messed up. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we purchased 201 million, but we sold 607 million, which tracks totally because most of the accounts that I was working on were sales. I didn't have to do a lot of resets for the pure essence. They were like massive, like 10 to 15 mil per account, selling off quite a bit. So a little bit more money, but whatever. Some of the other penalty stuff for test flips I've been working on to work on different types of, to work on other accounts and stuff that I used to do for the free-to-play forecast, but I kind of let that series die because it didn't do that well. But the other big one was mine runes. We'll do that one first, and then I'll jump to the other honorable mentions. So 40 mil profit in mind runes, buying them for 3, selling for 4. I purchased 92 million of them, and I sold 39 million of them. So that was pretty good volume there. Fire roads, I've been kind of pulling accounts off. I only have about two accounts doing fire roads, but it seems to be holding at 5-6 pretty well. Purchased 606,000 of those, sold 243,000. My steel scimitars are actually, I've almost purchased all the steel scimitars. The accounts there are going to start selling. Those ones have been sitting there low key for a while. 109,000 of them. I'm going to sell them for double. So it looks like we're going to make probably not a lot of money. It's probably not worth my time, but it is interesting nonetheless. Now going here on page 2, I need to get to, I believe. We had some water rune movements. 161,000 sold, 940 or bought, sorry. 161,000 bought and sold 940,000 of them. Earth rune, we bought 550,000 and we sold 401,000. There's 3 accounts for earth, 3 accounts for water. And then air runes are where I put most of my other fire runers to purchase more right now while we wait for fire runes to calm back down, or maybe I'll just invest more in fire runes because their volume is super really freaking high. Yeah. So we have 4.3 million bought, and we have 1.7 million sold. All right, so over the past month, just want to kind of quickly see the kind of volume here. I'm just kind of interested to see what we got here. So over the month, we purchased 951 million and we sold 844 million. So that sounds pretty good to me. I gotta get to the other page real quick. Earth runes, water runes, air runes have done really well. I'm looking for mine runes though. Mine runes, we picked up 266 million and sold 198 million. So kind of the strategy has been working pretty good. So plans for the future now that I completed the course. The course is done and for sale, full price now. Be sure to check that out. The link down below if you're interested on how to like build this system that I've built and generate this type of money 1 day a week. It's 1 day a week, and I know it's like extremely boring, and there's a lot of other things that people might be like, well, would much rather be doing with their time, like playing the game and stuff like that. But you know, it's not for everybody. It's kind of a niche thing. I'm a niche guy, and you know, I've kind of made it into a bigger thing. But you don't need. I don't think you really need to even. You could probably get to where I am, and then I don't know. I'm gonna go way beyond where I'm at, and it's going to be a good time for myself. Just because I would like to get to the point where I'm doing this like 4 or 5 hours a day. So if I'm doing this 4 or 5 hours a day, I'm making 250 mil a day times 7. That would be just shy of that'd be 1.7 $5 billion a week, which would be pretty sweet. And then that's just using like arguably an ineffective trading strategy. You know, that was a lot of the comments I've been getting, like some of the feedback, some of the critics have been getting. You know, I'm not trying to hate on nobody or nothing. It's just what I've been getting for feedback that this is boring or not as efficient and stuff like that, and valid enough. You know, life comes down to preferences in a lot of areas, but the system is still, I think, has a lot of utility, especially at a smaller scale. If you're making only 100 mil a week doing this, you're doing less than half my labor. So it's with like, let's say an hour, 2 hours worth of maintenance on a free-to-play method where you don't need to use, you just need upfront capital. You don't really need upfront capital. The system generates the capital. Sorry, check out the link. So plans for the future, I don't know entirely what I'm going to be doing for content. I got a lot of data on what worked and what didn't work and stuff like that, and my Road to Max Plat series needs to kind of become its own little thing. Maybe I need to stream. I've had other projects that I've been working on that I might just like, I don't know. I want to work on other projects too for RuneScape content, like some cinematic stuff or theatrical shit, or kind of like what everybody else does with their or Snowflake Ironmans, but not necessarily my spin on like that type of stuff. That sounds fun, but I feel like I'm cheating the Road to Max Plat if I don't do that. But I need to generate revenue from the business side, so that's why I'm thinking about streaming, just creating maybe more content to like informational content to like push the course more, all that stuff. I'm not entirely sure what direction I'll be heading. I'm kind of at a big fork in the road of how I need to pursue or move forward to finish Road to Max Plat, or to do that. I mean, I don't know. It's just it's every time I sit down and think about it, it's an astronomical, overwhelming, to say the least. So I'm still thinking about that, but this is just, I'm trying to at least keep up with the weekly updates, and gonna be definitely for sure trying to come up with more ways to like do content maybe 3 times a week or whatever, or I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna keep trucking along. So thank you guys very much for watching. Subscribe, check out the links down below, check out 07.gg flipping tool, support the channel, become a member, all that other good stuff. Catch you later.